The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has sharply criticized the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, for failing to supply adequate petrol to its members, exacerbating nationwide fuel scarcity. Hi, welcome to What's Happening, where we bring you the latest news from around the world. I am Frances Oti, and these are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, the Taliban's Ministry for the Prevention of Vice and Propagation of Virtue has dismissed 281 security force members for failing to grow beards, in line with their interpretation of Islamic law. Over the past year, the ministry detained more than 13,000 people for immoral acts, with half released within 24 hours. The ministry also reported destroying over 21,000 musical instruments and preventing the sale of immoral films, while facing criticism for its restrictions on women and freedom of expression. Despite accusations from the United Nations, the Taliban denies allegations of wrongful detentions. Despite accusations from the United Nations, the Taliban denies allegations of wrongful detentions and insists its actions align with the Afghan customs. At number 9, a reckless Russian airstrike ignited a fire at a Ukrainian industrial facility, threatening the lives and safety of innocent civilians in the Ternopil region. Despite Moscow's brazen act, no casualties were reported, and Ukrainian authorities swiftly contained the blaze, though the threat of further escalation looms. This latest attack underscores Russia's blatant disregard for international norms, even as Ukraine's air defenses successfully intercepted most of the assault. The world watches in outrage as Russia's unprovoked aggression continues to endanger Ukrainian lives and sovereignty. At number 8, Chelsea under-18 coach Hassan Suleiman has lauded Chizaram Ezenwata for his impressive performance despite the team's 5-2 defeat to Brighton in their under-18 Premier League opener. Ezenwata, son of former Gombe United star Ndubisi Ezenwata, scored 2 goals in the first half and was close to a hat-trick. Suleiman praised the young striker's determination, calling him a good finisher with a bright future. At number 7, the United States mission in Nigeria has announced a $27 million aid package for Nigeria, part of a broader $536 million humanitarian effort across sub-Saharan Africa. This substantial aid, unveiled by U.S. Ambassador Richard Mills, aims to address critical issues like food insecurity and climate change impacts in Nigeria and beyond. The funds allocated through the State Department and USAID will support refugees, asylum seekers, and other vulnerable populations, reflecting the U.S. commitments to tackling severe humanitarian challenges. At number 6, in a significant boost for education in Kaduna State, UNICEF and the Kaduna State Universal Basic Education Board have successfully enrolled over 1,000 out-of-school children from the remote Farah Kasa community. The new initiative includes establishing a primary school and an adult education program addressing long-standing issues of isolation and inaccessibility. UNICEF's Dr. Jarida Burikela emphasized the transformative impact of this project on the community, urging locals to support and maintain the school. At number 5, Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) Joe Ajaero has revealed that he could not honor the police invitation on Tuesday, August 20th, because he had other obligations. Ajaero's legal team, Falana and Falana, has demanded more details about the serious charges of terrorism and cybercrime against him, emphasizing his rights to be lawfully informed as per the Nigerian Constitution. The NLC's proposed new date for the police interview, August 29, 2024, raises questions about the motives behind the government's actions. This development highlights a troubling pattern of harassment against the NLC, reflecting a broader attempt to undermine labor rights and stifle dissent. At number 4, in a horrifying incident, Kwara State College of Health Technology student Mojisola Awesu was found dead at a refuse dump after being lured to a supposed party in Ilorin. Awesu was deceived by a so-called friend and a university student who promised her 15,000 naira to pose as a girlfriend at an event that never existed. According to the Kwara Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Toun Ejire Adeyemi, Aweso voiced concerns about her safety before her phone went dead, and she was later discovered lifeless. The police have arrested several suspects. The cruel exploitation of a young woman for such a meager sum paints a grim picture of the dangerous environment some students navigate. At number 3, journalist Sirakus Njoko has abruptly withdrawn his lawsuit demanding 50 million naira from former Senate President Ken Nnamani, admitting the suit was based on a misconception. Njoko had alleged that Nnamani failed to reward him for authoring a book on his tenure, but later realized there was no actual agreement or contract. In a formal apology, Njoko acknowledged the error and pledged not to rifle or appeal the suit, which was dismissed by the court. Nnamani's lawyer criticized Njoko for rushing to court without valid documentation, highlighting the need for careful consideration before legal action. At number 2, former Minister of Education Obi Ezekwesili has fiercely criticized President Bola Tinubu for acquiring a 14-year-old aircraft as a presidential jet, calling it an unjustifiable act of profligacy. In a scathing post on X, Ezekwesili condemns the purchase as an obscene indulgence, accusing Tinubu of prioritizing personal luxury over the need of Nigeria's struggling citizens. She argued that this move reveals the true intentions behind Tinubu's pursuit of power, describing it as a betrayal of the people's trust. Finally, at number 1, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has sharply criticized the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, for failing to supply adequate petrol to its members, exacerbating nationwide fuel scarcity. IPMAN Chairman Shina Amo accused the NNPCL of neglecting its obligations over the past 3 years, leading to severe shortages and poor distribution. Despite assurances from NNPCL spokesperson that the situation would improve, Amo expressed deep frustration with bureaucratic delays and alleged favoritism towards other groups. That's all for today. You can get the full stories on our website and follow us on all our social media handles to join the conversation. See you next time on What's Happening.